We are talking Jaspers baseball. It is episode number 11. Again, we're on location, actually up in the broadcast booth here at Clover Stadium. I'm Mark Renee, that of course the head coach of the Manhattan College Jaspers baseball team, Dave Miller. And we're coming to you before the game against Hofstra, a little measure of revenge perhaps tonight. But before that, let's look back at the week that was. The walk-off obviously last Tuesday we've already talked about. Then you took 2 out of 3, a series win over Marist for the first time in 10 years, and another walk-off.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the team's been playing better. Offensively, we seem to be coming around, and from our young pitching standpoint, with a lot of these young freshmen, they're really stepping up. And Oliver and Garbinski and Packin. I mean, the guys are doing their job, and taking 2 out of 3 from Marist, it keeps us in the playoff hunt. And the big hit by Eaton in the 9th inning of the third game, it's just been tremendous for the confidence and the morale of the baseball team here with Manhattan Jaspers.
Yeah, you talked about heating up, not easy to say, but you have 4 guys with at least a 5-game hitting streak, including Frankie Marinelli. He's on a 6-game tear. He's batting 500 over that stretch, and it seems like he is finally locked in at the top of the lineup.
Yeah, he's been working through some injuries. He's got a little wrist injury that he's been dealing with. I think he's finally coming out of that to where he's able to really start to elevate the baseball and not put so much pressure on the top hand to protect the right wrist. So that's been great. And Alfredo's been swinging the bat well. Raz has been swinging the bat well. A lot of the guys are really starting to figure it out, and again, confidence is high, and the boys are just looking forward to getting back after it tonight.
And in terms of the pitching, a really good start on Sunday from Connor O'Neill. Yeah. But before that, the game on Saturday, the extra inning game, I don't know that you can say enough about Jack Mahoney coming out of the bullpen and giving you 6 innings like he did.
No, Tyler had he just couldn't get a feel for his curveball. I don't think he made it out of the 2nd inning, so we needed Jack to eat up some innings, and not only did he eat up innings, he kept us in a ball game and allowed the bats to come out and do their job to get us back into a ball game, and then to end up getting the dub in the 10th.
All right, let's talk about the game tonight. Hofstra comes in, they beat you guys at their place earlier in the season, middle of March. It's a long time ago already. 11-4, and they're a good team. Obviously, Frankie Catalanato was building a power out there. They've gone to the NCAA tournament already, winning the CAA. What makes them so tough?
Well, they hit. I think they're hitting over 300 or close to it as a team. And Frank was a great big league hitter. He understands how to teach hitting, and he's got those guys smacking the ball around a little bit. And tonight's going to be a tough bout for us. We're going to be without Pete DeRocher tonight. He's in a boot right now from a free play over at first base with the sand and the mud. Yeah. So we're going to give him the night off, and hopefully come this weekend we might be able to have Jack Lynch back out, at least as a DH, with Pete back out in center field. But tonight we're going to have to ask some other guys to step up and get it done, because we'll be without Pete.
And the weekend you go up to Siena for 3 games. You start the weekend right on the cusp of the playoffs. You're tied for 6th with Mount St. Mary's. Does that put, or I shouldn't ask does, how much extra pressure does that put on the team to make sure you get the job done?
I think they know now that every game matters, and they're playing with a little bit more confidence. I had some conversations with some players that were in my office today. Will Hesslink being one of them, about going out and just pitching like it's another game. Yeah. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself to have to do it all yourself. Trust your defense, trust your offense, go out, keep us in a ball game, and have some fun doing it. I think we're putting a little too much pressure on ourselves, knowing how important every game is. But, I think the boys are ready, and, barring some weird weather this weekend, they're going to go out there and do our job.
Yeah, all right, let's talk about a couple other things before we let you go. 16 members of the new signing class, 16 new recruits were announced this week. I know one of them played for you at Penn State Abington. What can you tell us about the class coming in?
Well, I mean, look, we're bringing a wide variety of power, velocity off the mound, speed, defense. I mean, we're bringing a really good group of young kids into Manhattan next year. I think we were told we were in the top 100 recruiting classes. I think so. That's great. That's great for Manhattan and getting it done. Chase is a guy that's following me from Penn State Abington. He was a freshman All-American last year. We had the Division III National Player of the Year on our team, and he was only a few hits behind him. So, Chase will come in and do his job, but we got a lot of great young talent to come in and, take the place of some of these 17 seniors that are graduating.
Okay, so from the future Jaspers, I want to talk about a past Jasper, young man who left in 2017 after his junior year, drafted in the 12th round by the San Diego Padres. Tom Cosgrove got called up just this morning to the show. And I know you don't have a lot of background on him because it was long before you got here, but just in terms of how much this does for a program to have a guy called up to the major leagues, what does that do for the Jaspers?
It's great for any program. I mean, I haven't had the pleasure to meet Mr. Cosgrove yet. I hope to meet him one day, but, with what he did here at Manhattan and now he's fulfilling his dream, it's great to show that to the young guys that are coming in next year, that, you can get drafted out of a school like Manhattan. And our job is to make Manhattan a destination program, and Tom Cosgrove is doing a great job of helping us prove that point, that if you come here, sky's the limit. You go out and, it doesn't matter if you're from Manhattan or LSU. If you're good enough, they're going to find you.
And as you wrap up a 5-game homestand tonight, how nice has it been to be home for that longest stretch?
For this year, I think I haven't been in my apartment that long, so it's good to be home and let these guys play. I mean, it's a whole different atmosphere here. It's a beautiful ballpark, great environment. The kids love playing here, so we just got to do a better job. Me scheduling next year to get some more games here. So,
all right.
But yeah, we look forward to tonight and then getting back out on the road.
Good stuff. Appreciate the time as always. That is the head coach of the Manhattan College Jaspers, Dave Miller. I'm Mark Renee, talking Jaspers baseball. Back at you next week, probably from Dratty. Take care till then.